Good morning. I'm Crystal with Whole New Perspective, and today I want to show you what I'm jarring up in my Jar It Up 2023 challenge. Today I'm going to be jarring up vanilla extract. Now, I've been making this since 2012, and actually I've been making it in this jar, and it's really just a perpetual vanilla flavoring. Now, I usually make this every 2 years. The last time I made this was October 1st of 2020. I also jarred up these at the same time in October of 2020. Now, I didn't like the flavor necessarily. It wasn't strong enough for me. And so last month, what I did was I just added a few more vanilla beans, and I'm just gonna set them aside and let them continue to do their thing and become stronger. And then what I'm gonna do with this, I always fill it up to the top, and you know, these vanilla beans, they seem to disintegrate. I've had them in here since 2012, as I said, and I always add more when I add a fresh batch of my alcohol. So what I'm going to do now, for my purposes at home, I usually keep them in a jar like this in my cabinet. And before I forget, I usually will keep these somewhere else along with this jar, but I keep them covered. I keep them covered so that they remain in a dark place, and also so that they remain in a dark, cool place. So I'm just going to jar up the rest of this, and then I'll show you the vanilla beans that I use. And I tell you what, these make great gifts for people that like to bake, cook in general with vanilla. These make excellent gifts, and that's usually what I end up doing, is sharing these as gifts. These individual ones make really good gifts too, but I don't want to give them out until I'm comfortable and I feel good about the flavor. And so that's why I still have these after 2 years. Next year, by me adding more vanilla beans, they should be an excellent flavor. So I've just completed this jar. I jarred it up, and this will remain in my cabinet. And it's what I'll use for my baking needs. Now, I'm just gonna show you what I do. I like to use the Madagascar vanilla beans. And these are roughly $15 right now. And I'll show you what they look like. You want to make sure that you get them, and they're in a really good vacuum sealed package when you get your vanilla beans. That way you'll be comfortable that they're pretty fresh. These come in 10. And I've seen people do it different ways. You can cut it, and I've done it in different ways. So in this jar, there will be some that I've cut down the middle, and I may have scraped some of the beans out, and there's others that I just put down in their whole, or I cut them. Now, when I put them in these jars, I cut them. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this. This is 3. And I'll put these 3 down in my big jar. I'm going to use 3 for these jars as well. And I'm just starting off with 3. Just using my kitchen scissors to cut it. And again, the vanilla beans are coming out when I cut it. Getting ready to say I only have 9, but I left 1 inside. So this is 3 as well. And I will let these sit for 2 years, to be at least 2 years. I like them to have a really good vanilla flavor. There's 1 more in here. So that's my 10. And I'm gonna put this in my big jar. Then the only thing that I'm gonna do, I've already opened up this. This is vodka. This is 100 proof. And it doesn't matter what kind you use. In all honesty, I get some of the cheaper ones when I'm making my vanilla flavoring. I do have some with more expensive vodka, and I labeled that one so that I can tell if it tastes any different. So I'm just gonna fill this up. That's really all I'll do is fill this up. And I can show you this off camera. Now, when you're looking for your vanilla beans, if you want different flavors, again, you can get beans from many different places. There are at least two different types of beans. There's A and B. Most say to use grade B for your vanilla flavoring. This is grade A. It's gourmet. It's considered a gourmet grade. And I'll finish that later. I wanted to try something different because I've read a lot about spiced rum flavored vanilla. And so that's what this is. This is spiced rum. So I'll label them separately. Because this is a jar, I'm gonna just go ahead and fill this jar up. So I'll fill these two jars up with this spiced rum. I just want to show you the different things that you can jar up. There's nothing like homemade 100% pure vanilla. If you've been shopping in the stores, you know how expensive pure vanilla is. And what I will tell you is that, well, actually, I'll read to you the description of what pure vanilla extract is. I put that to the top, not paying attention. So if we read and see what the definition is, pure vanilla extract, it's measured in a gallon measurement. It has to contain 13.35% vanilla bean extracts, which is 10 ounces of moisture-free solids, 35% alcohol, and the balance is distilled water. So no water in any of these that I'm jarring up. And this is what I am showing you today. This is what I'm jarring up for my Jar It Up 2023. So join me in this challenge. Just enter hashtag Jar It Up 2023 and let's get out and show each other the different things that we can jar up, how different ways that we can save money. Again, I'll put this down in the link below, the vanilla beans that I use in the vanilla extracts that you've seen me make. I let my vanilla sit for at least 2 years. I usually make vanilla extract every 2 years. And so the last time I made this was 2020. I will let this sit. The others will be ready to give away next year, or actually at the end of this year, they'll be ready to gift out. And so join me. Go ahead and grab you some vanilla, some vodka, some vanilla beans, and jar up some vanilla flavoring. Thank you so much for joining me in this challenge. If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video the thumbs up. Leave me some comments below. Let me know what you're jarring up. Let me know if you've ever tried to make this. You see how easy it is? Very simple. 2 ingredients. Let's jar it up.